Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be talking about something that you have never seen or never have heard on the YouTube channel. So we are talking about Article 14, my dear students, and this Article 14 will give you lots of insights and a new understanding, a new perspective that you have never heard. Okay, that is what I am trying to talk about. So basically we know that Article 14 has two important parts. The part one is called as equality before the law. You know it very well. Equality before the law is nothing but everyone is equal before the law. Means I'll tell you that if whatever the act were, like transgender law is there, IPC we are having, CRPC we are having, okay, CPC we are having, okay, if anyone, if it is a peon, or if it is a PM, if it is a CM, it is a governor, okay, etc., so and so forth. If it is like a Adani, Ambani, whoever it is, common man, middleman, you, me, every one of us are subjected to these provisions only. For PMs and CMs, some other codified book is not there. For Adanis, Ambanis, and the corporate people, some other book is not there. From middle class people, some other codified books are not there to govern. So we are having only one law that is applicable to all of us. That's why it is called as what? Equal. Everyone is equal before the law. I hope this is very much clear to you. Now let us talk about the second, equal protection of the law. Equal protection of the law, why it arises? Why it arises? Okay, I will tell you in detail just a bit. Okay, it arises because there is a inequalities are there. It arises because there is a inequalities are there with regard to the class, with regard to the caste, with regard to the social order. I'll tell you one by one in detail. But EPL, equal protection of laws, says that okay, when people are unequal in their status, when people are unequal in their class, when people are unequal in their what I say is that income levels, when people are unequal in their positions, etc., so and so forth, they should be treated what? Okay, inequally. They should be treated inequally. When you are when both are unequal, you cannot be treating them equally. So that's why unequal people will should get unequal treatment only. That is the essence of what? Equal protection of laws. I will be going into detail. I have just given you the raw definitions of it. We have to see this one by one. So understood what is EBL? EBL is nothing but exactly okay, like equal before the equality before the law. Everyone is equal before the law. Whoever you are, we are not at all concerned. The law is made on the land, and in front of that law, everyone will be subject to the same provisions, same trial, same procedure, etc., so and so forth. Equal protection of the law is one where people are unequal. Okay, we cannot treat them equally. That's why unequal people should get what? Unequal treatment only, because they are not equal with regard to the resources that they are having. Okay, so let us go ahead. I'll tell you in more in detail. Okay, right. So here we are having Article 24 is written, Article 14, sorry, Article 14 is written at the top, and what we are doing is we are trying to put here equality before the law. B means British. From British we have taken, please remember this. Okay, then we are having here equal protection of law. This is we have adopted from America. Okay, I like this. Okay, and this we have adopted from British. Okay, I like this. Okay, fine. So choosing the colors, very limited colors are given by the OBS. Mr. OBS, please listen to us. We want more colors, more shades. Okay, equality before the law. It subjects. Remember this point. Subjects everyone equally in front of law of land. Okay, treats equally when people are equal. Okay, fine. Basically it can be easily carried out, easily implemented in society which are developed. Okay, like in America, in Germany, in France, in Japan, where the people are developed. Okay, so this is the concept of what? Developing nations, developing and underdeveloped nations, where the people are unequal with regard to the resources, that's why this particular EPL becomes very much relevant to developing nations rather than developed. Okay, right. It arises, okay, it arises when a society is equal and have near same standard of living. And society is very much same in status, very much same in what opportunities everyone will able to do, very much same with regard to what economic assets, everyone same in the same SOL they will be having. Okay, it arises when there are when there are differences with regard to what position, when there are differences with regard like varna system. Okay, and position is nothing but when they are poor or rich. Then we are having social order, which is nothing but when the people are divided on the basis of varna system. Okay, very much important when it is very much related with a patriarchal society, where the gender discrimination is there. There you have to introduce the EPL. There you have to introduce what EPL. Here the gender, easy to implement what gender equality is, like egalitarian society, it is equally easily able to be implemented. Remember this point here, EBL and EPL. EBL is again a concept which is very much relevant to what democracy. Okay, democracy. This is related to what autocracy, like King Abdullah. Okay, Gulf nations, they don't subject to with the same land. Okay, they treat the law is different for them and different from other people. So this is basically autocratic and what undemocratic countries. Okay, and a dictatorship, this kind of countries will have what EPL. They will make separate laws for the immunity. They will provide a lot with regard to the officials, etc., so and so forth. Okay, so please take a note of all of this, take a note of all of this. Okay, fine, let us go ahead. Chalo. Then let us do the continuation of it. Then fifth point here is that, okay, as because EBL is an equality before the law, it prohibits class legislation. No class will get what different legislations. Okay, it permits class legislations. Please remember this point. Permits class legislations. Remember this point. Okay, now fine. Then you can see here that it transcends religious cultural, social, okay, political. Means it does not takes care of any of these areas. Okay, transcend means you are not a religion, it does not take into consideration. Everyone is treated, whether you belong to any religion, whether you are any culture, everyone is treated differently. Okay, here it basically have you can understand that here it try to invoke egalitarianism. Try to invoke what equality. Try to include equality. This is basically what if the it is basically regressive in nature. It is basically regressive nature, does not give any importance to any people who are what low in income, low in status. Does not a regressive principle. It is basically seeks to establish progressive society. It seeks to establish what progressive society. Remember this point. Okay, everyone should develop. Okay, it is anti-inclusive. Equality before the law. Okay, this is what you can say that it is pro-inclusive. Remember this point. Okay, fine. And this has equality before the law. Okay, CRPC, etc. CRPC, CPC, IPC is there. Here you can have what. Okay, this can be here you are having. What I say is that here you are having what human development index is there, gender inequality index is there. Okay, gender development index is there. Okay, gender equality. All these are used to measure that how much we have moved forward with regard to equal protection of the law. Here the eighth one, the law is same. Okay, here the law is law is tweaked. Law is tweaked in order to make sure, in order to make the people equal. Okay, in order to make the people equal. Okay, Fine. So these are some of the important areas I have given you in with regard to equality before the law and equal protection of all. So many things I have given to you. So do join my, like this will study more. Okay, do join my PSIR courses on SOSIN IAS Academy, or you can directly call me to this particular number. I will definitely guide you to the academy. Very prestigious, very represented by SOSIN Revela ma'am, and she is a the queen of anthropology, and you can just be a part of all the options that we are having. Join with me, meet me, have a customized schedule, have a good test series, have a good learning with us, okay, and do the rigorous answer writing practice. I hope that you will definitely get through the examination by more than 300 marks. As I've already told you, I have to also show you one important thing. See why PSIR is important. Remember this point. Okay, PSIR is important. Why? Because high scoring 2025 tank All India rank number 1 Shakti Dubey, okay, has PSIR optional. 2024 rank AIR, All India rank number 2, Harshita Goel. Okay, she was also having what PSIR. She was also having PSIR. That's why PSIR is very, very most sought. I have not given the list. Out of 5 only 2 are having PSIR. Then out of 10 you will be having 4, out of 20 you will be having 8, out of 100 you will be having minimum 30 to 40 people taking PSIR. More relevant to us because politics nowadays on our hands on. We are talking about politics. We are living in politics. We are talking about international relations. Okay, politics and international relations has become one of the important. Even my dad is listening what politics nowadays. Iran war, he's listening. So you just imagine that the interest is also very good with regard to, and the learning process will be very, very easy when you are more interested. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, take the PSIR option and get through with very high scoring marks. I am there with you all through the till you get very good marks and crack the examination. I hope this is all clear to you. Take care.